So
There's
you
two
guys are
parts to
painting
that,
a
though.
picture of not needing a man, but actually it's a circumstance where it's a specific kind of relationship
No.
where the guy doesn't want to marry the woman. Because, I mean, if a guy said, yes, I do want to marry you, then you wouldn't have this perspective of like,
No, not true.
I'm not putting a man first, right?
I would never put a man first because even though this is my life, you know what I'm saying? This is my life.
But if you were married,
If I was married, I still wouldn't put my husband first.
Damn! Candace Owens and Myron Gaines are on Fresh and Fit podcast, and Candace Owens asked a woman one simple question. In a relationship, would you put your man first? What she says may shock you. Watch this.
I actually wanted to cut to her because you kind of gave a little face when she said, like, she puts her man first.
Yes, I
So-
don't agree with that.
You don't agree that you made a face?
No, I don't agree with putting a
Oh, you
man
don't agree with
first, no.
putting a man first. Okay, so can you elaborate?
Yes, I don't agree with putting a man first because when he leave you, then what? What you gonna
Exactly.
have? What you
Exactly.
gonna have? If you put your all
Exactly.
into a man will leave you with shit and bricks. Can I say shit? I'm sorry.
No, you good.
A man will leave you with nothing but shit and a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like you
It
gotta have your own
happens.
everything. So why would I put a man first?
Sorry, when you say
this is my
sorry,
life?
I'm so not cool. When you say shit,
sorry.
when you say shit and a bag,
Yeah.
Could you just slow that down for me? I promise you, I'm like, I
Your
am so
things.
not hip.
Your stuff,
When
Candace.
I mean shit in the bag, I mean like your stuff in the bag and you on your way. He already got the next girl in the
Yeah,
house. Like I don't
exactly.
play those type of games.
Okay,
Exactly.
so you guys are specifically talking about, so you're assuming people just don't get married because obviously the court systems favor women. Actually, women will get everything if a guy
No,
gets up
but
and
I'm
leaves.
saying- okay, so-
so I heard somebody else say like, oh, like the house and blah blah, and then you'll have nothing. I'm like, actually,
But
in
not
the
even
current
to that
environment of what
extent.
happens to men in courtrooms, you'd have pretty much everything.
But the man gotta want to marry you. These men ain't
Yeah.
getting
So
married
that's
these
it. You're
days.
talking
They're
about.
not marrying
So you're
people.
basically saying, like, you could potentially be with a person that doesn't want to marry you,
Yes.
but you should just never be with a person that doesn't want to marry you. Was what I would say. Like, if you're
Yes.
talking to a guy and he never wants to marry you,
Oh, yeah.
then that's a
Yeah.
really.
That's why I ended my last relationship. I
Yeah.
felt like we were together for too long, and I asked him like, "Hey, do you foresee us getting married? Do you see us continuing on?" And he was like, "No." Straight up. No, but it's okay. I'd rather he was be
Hell no.
honest.
Yeah,
like,
that's
no.
true.
At least he told you.
Like, no, for real.
Right,
For real.
Leona.
I didn't take no hurt by it, and I was just
My
like,
nigga said,
okay, baby.
Baby, I love you.
That's
There's
fine.
two
Wait, two
parts
more
to that.
years.
So
There's
you
two
guys are
parts to
painting
that,
a
though.
picture of not needing a man, but actually it's a circumstance where it's a specific kind of relationship
No.
where the guy doesn't want to marry the woman. Because, I mean, if a guy said, yes, I do want to marry you, then you wouldn't have this perspective of like,
No, not true.
I'm not putting a man first, right?
I would never put a man first because even though this is my life. You know what I'm saying? This is
But
my
if you were
life.
married,
If I was married, I still wouldn't put my husband first.
Damn!
Because it's my
Wait a
life.
minute, hold on.
Whoa, hold on a second.
Okay, so this is how I feel. I feel like you should take care of
How
yourself.
many girls
that-
agree with her? Just out of curiosity. How
I
many?
halfway agree with her.
Okay.
Halfway.
Anybody else agree?
okay, because I just feel like that could be why he doesn't want to get married, right? If you're saying like, even if we get married, I'm putting myself first and I'm not putting you first. If I was a dude and I heard that, like, I would definitely say, okay, then
But
I'm
it's
not
also
going to marry
about
you.
coming together. You know what I'm saying? It's also about a union. And I'm saying what I'm saying is there's a lot of people. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people nowadays that doesn't understand what a union is.
Well, if you,
And-
but
I agree.
I would argue potentially that you're that person because you just said if we got married, I would still put me first. That's
would he
not
put
a
me
union.
first though? Would a man put his wife first?
Yes.
So you
Yes.
should always
Boom. She did not expect that answer. Candace, everyone just said yes, right? That's because there's a big disconnect here. This girl, she's looking at relationships like it's a competition. I come first no matter what. But Candace Owens and Myron Gaines are talking about something different. A union. Because in a real marriage, both people are willing to put each other first. And when she hears that a man would actually put his wife first, it completely throws her off. That tells you everything about how differently people view relationships today.
Yes.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, I feel like you
Absolutely.
should always put yourself first. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a guy, you shouldn't put a guy over yourself. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so I would offer that in a very productive marriage, there is no I versus, it's just we. Like, I am in a partnership, a team, me and my husband. The concept of putting me first, even saying that just sounds so crazy to me in a marriage. Like, I've never thought it once. It's just, it's us, it's the kids, it's our family. Like, I becomes we. And so I would just say, like, maybe when you put that out there to a guy, like then they say, okay, maybe this isn't marriage material because she's telling me that even if I give her everything and I have the potential, then the risk of losing everything, that she still would not make any sacrifices in her life.
That's it.
Right?
I can agree with what you're saying. I can agree with your statements.
Take
but what I'm saying
responsibility.
is I haven't came across a traditional man like that as of now. So I'm gonna focus on myself.
No,
and my
that's fine.
career.
I just
You know what
wanted
I'm
I just
saying?
wanted to highlight that it's a specific kind of man that you're talking about. If a
Yes.
guy doesn't want to get married, but also fair, if you're saying the same thing, you're attracting that specific kind of a person. Do you know what I mean? If you're like, I'm all about me, and he's like, okay, cool, I'm all about me too.
Can I?
Yeah, for
can I
sure.
ask that? Just
Yeah,
But
go
like I
ahead.
told my husband like day one, I want to
Just
get married.
because I've been in-
Do you know what I mean?
No,
I was
I
like,
feel
no
that.
games. It's a we. When are we getting married? When are we having kids?
Right,
we,
yeah.
we.
I can agree with that, but then some people have different goals from other. My number one goal is to be a star, not to be married.
Okay, fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying if that might be why you're not getting married.
Yeah, I don't care to get
Yeah,
married. to be
yeah. It's
honest
just
with
it's
you.
feeding each other.
I really don't
Wait,
care
yeah.
to get married.
And that's really the lesson here. You can't build a we mindset if it's always me first. Candace Owens kept it real. That mindset, it's not built for marriage. Because if you're not willing to sacrifice for a union, you're going to attract someone who's also all about themselves. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you agree with Candace? Or do you think she's justified in her stance? Let me know in the comments and stay locked in.